Okay, this is the reason why you shouldn't buy Amazon stock. Number one, they are unethical. When I was pregnant with my child 15 years ago, they fired me because I had been hit by a car, a drunk driver, at a red light. I went into work a couple days later and I had work restrictions because no doctor would touch me because they didn't know what was wrong with me. I complained of my back hurting and I was having a hard time moving. I was an auditor and they downgraded me to the highest turnover position in the whole entire warehouse, and that was receiving. So I had a scan gun and I was sitting in a chair and they didn't even, or a stool, and they didn't even like that. And I was scanning the products in and I was so exhausted. My husband was making me go to work because since the doctor said that there was nothing wrong with me, that it was okay for me to go back to work. Consequently, after my son was born, I went to an orthopedic surgeon and he gave me Vioxx and I took the samples and I didn't end up taking the full prescription of the Vioxx because it was hurting my stomach and I was worried for a good reason that the milk would hurt my son. So that's what happened to me. It was a good decision that I didn't take the Vioxx the rest of the way. Number two, Amazon is extremely aggressive. Everything they do, they want to take over. They don't care who they're hurting. When you put a watch on somebody and it tells you that you're not moving fast enough, that would piss me off like unreal. Um, Number three, 5 days before my 1 year anniversary, by the way, I was a temporary and I was hired on full time. And 5 days before my 1 year anniversary, I was supposed to be awarded 10 shares of Amazon stock. Now, 5 days before they were supposed to give me the benefits, they fired me. I went to the unemployment office. They challenged the unemployment thing. We had a hearing. I had a case and I won the case through mediation. Now, I was told that I should have gone to the American Civil Liberties people and fill out this form. It's 14 pages long, and there's a question on there, and it says, were you unusually abused, or to the extent if you were abused where other people were not. The problem is they had abused every single person who had a medical disability that I knew of. The lady in Houston, Texas, who lost her baby while she was in the warehouse. The guy who worked with me who had a metal brace on his leg and they would pat him down every morning because they thought he was stealing stuff. And then also they told him that he had to have a doctor's letter stating that he had this injury and it was going to cost him $140 to go back to his doctor even though he had had the brace since he was 5 years old. Stuff like that. This is why Amazon should be treated as a company who is extremely aggressive, wants to become a monopoly, and basically take over everything. And then they don't even treat their people good enough. I also heard that in London or in England, outside of England, they opened up a distributor warehouse and nobody would even work there. They had treated those people so horribly. So this is why you don't buy Amazon stock. I refused to even buy Amazon stock even after I was fired, even when I dropped to $35 a share, because they are incredibly unethical, don't care about anybody. And this thing about Bezos making a comment to where a dog was returned to an owner's house. He only did that because, he knew he was going to get in trouble. That's the only reason why. He has no ethical, he's a relativist and he doesn't care.